Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Monticello Jefferson nickels that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into the story of a seemingly ordinary coin that has become an extraordinary collector's dream, the United States 5-cent coin from 1957. This little nickel may look like pocket change, but it could hold incredible value. Stick around to the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin might be worth if you happen to have one in pristine condition. Spoiler alert, you don't want to miss this. Let's begin by exploring the context in which this coin was minted. The year 1957 was a time of post-war prosperity in America. Dwight D. Eisenhower was president, the economy was thriving, and the baby boomer generation was in full swing. This was also a period of great optimism, with technological advancements and cultural changes shaping the country's future. Coins minted during this time reflected the pride and stability of the United States, but some of them, like the 1957 5-cent piece, would later stand out for reasons no one could have predicted. The design of the 1957 nickel is iconic. On the obverse side, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His profile is striking and timeless, a reminder of his lasting legacy. Surrounding his image are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," along with the year 1957. The reverse side of the coin features an image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic plantation home in Virginia. This detailed depiction is a masterpiece in miniature, showcasing the neoclassical architecture that Jefferson himself designed. Above Monticello is the word "e pluribus unum," a Latin phrase meaning, out of many, one, symbolizing the unity of the United States. The simplicity and elegance of the design make it a favorite among collectors and history buffs alike. What sets the 1957 5-cent coin apart is not just its historical significance but also its rarity in certain conditions. While millions of these coins were minted for circulation, very few have survived in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Coins that were spared the wear and tear of daily use are incredibly hard to find, making them highly desirable to collectors. Over the years, some of these nickels have also been discovered with unique errors or variations that occurred during the minting process. These errors could include double die strikes, off-center designs, or other anomalies that make the coin stand out from the rest. Error coins are especially valuable because they are one-of-a-kind pieces, and collectors will pay a premium to add them to their collections. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1957 5-cent coin, the first thing you should do is carefully examine its condition. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they show no signs of use, are worth significantly more than those that have been handled. Look for sharp details in Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's design, as well as a clear, unblemished surface. Even small imperfections can affect the value, so every detail matters. Another factor to consider is whether your coin has been certified by a professional grading service. Certification adds credibility and can dramatically increase the coin's value in the marketplace. Grading services use a standardized scale to evaluate a coin's condition, and a high grade can make all the difference when it comes to selling or auctioning your treasure. Now, for the part you've all been waiting for, the potential value of the 1957 5-cent coin. If you happen to have one in exceptional, uncirculated condition, especially if it's an error coin, you could be looking at a small fortune. Are you ready for the big reveal? A 1957 5-cent coin in pristine condition could be worth an astonishing $70,000. Yes, $70,000. So, the next time you're sorting through an old jar of coins or browsing at a flea market, keep your eyes peeled for this unassuming treasure. It's proof that even the smallest pieces of history can hold incredible value. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable finds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an update. Who knows? Your next big discovery could be right in your pocket. Top 2. We're turning our attention to a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or pocket change, the United States 5-cent coin from 1973. This seemingly ordinary nickel could be worth far more than you might expect. Stay with us until the end, where we'll reveal its astonishing potential value in pristine condition. Trust me, you'll want to hear this. The year 1973 was an interesting time in American history. The country was navigating a period of social change and economic challenges. President Richard Nixon was in office, and events like the Watergate scandal were beginning to make headlines. Meanwhile, the economy was grappling with inflation and a looming energy crisis. Amid all this, the United States Mint continued to produce coins that would become everyday staples for millions of Americans. The 1973 5-cent coin is a product of that era. It's part of the long-standing Jefferson Nickel series, which began in 1938. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a design that has become a symbol of stability and history in American coinage. Jefferson's profile is accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1973. Flipping the coin over, you'll see the elegant image of Monticello, Jefferson's stately plantation home in Virginia. The reverse design features intricate details that capture the neoclassical beauty of the building, along with the words, "E Pluribus Unum" and "United States of America." This timeless design has remained a favorite among collectors for decades. What makes the 1973 5-cent coin truly special isn't just its design or the era it represents, it's the rarity and value that some of these coins have attained in recent years. While millions of nickels were minted in 1973, only a small percentage have survived in exceptional condition. Most of these coins were used in daily transactions, subjected to wear and tear that diminished their appearance over time. Coins that remain in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. These pristine specimens stand out for their sharp details, luster, and overall appeal. Collectors will pay a premium for coins that show no signs of wear, as they represent the coin in its original, untouched state. Adding to the intrigue, some 1973 5-cent coins have been discovered with unique minting errors. These errors can include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or even unusual die cracks. Such anomalies are the result of imperfections during the minting process and are considered highly collectible. Each error coin is unique, making it a one-of-a-kind treasure for collectors. If you think you might have a 1973 5-cent coin, take a close look at its condition. Pay attention to the finer details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's design. Look for clean surfaces, sharp edges, and no signs of circulation. Even the smallest imperfections can affect the coin's value, so every detail matters. Another key step is to have your coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service. These experts evaluate the coin's condition on a standardized scale, providing a grade that can significantly impact its market value. A high-grade coin is more likely to fetch top dollar in auctions or private sales. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the potential value of the 1973 5-cent coin. If you're lucky enough to own one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, an example with a rare minting error, it could be worth a jaw-dropping amount. Are you ready for this? A 1973 5-cent coin in exceptional condition could be worth an incredible $59,000. That's right, $59,000. So, before you dismiss your old nickels as just spare change, take a closer look. You never know if you're holding a small fortune in your hands. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. Top 3, we're taking a closer look at a coin that might surprise you. The United States 5-cent coin from 1999. This Jefferson nickel, though common at first glance, has a story that could turn an everyday coin into an extraordinary treasure. Stay with us until the end to find out just how valuable this coin could be. Trust me, you won't want to miss the incredible value we're about to reveal. Let's set the stage for the year 1999. The world was on the brink of the new millennium, and America was thriving with technological advancements and economic growth. This was the era of the internet boom, Y2K concerns, and a sense of optimism for what the 21st century would bring. Amidst all this excitement, the United States Mint continued to produce coins that were not just practical for everyday use but also steeped in history and design. The 1999 Jefferson nickel is one such coin, and it holds more than meets the eye. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938, and the 1999 version continues the tradition with its iconic design. On the obverse side, you'll find a detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's most influential founding fathers. His profile, facing left, is surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1999. This classic design reflects Jefferson's enduring legacy and his role in shaping the nation. On the reverse side of the coin is Monticello, Jefferson's beautiful plantation home in Virginia. The image captures the architectural elegance of this historic landmark, complete with intricate details that highlight its neoclassical design. Above Monticello, the words "E pluribus unum" remind us of the unity and diversity of the United States. Together, the obverse and reverse designs make this coin a small but meaningful piece of history. What sets the 1999 Jefferson nickel apart isn't just its design or the time period it represents, it's the rarity and potential value of certain coins from this year. While millions of nickels were minted in 1999, not all were created equal. Over time, some of these coins have become highly sought after due to their exceptional condition or unique characteristics. Coins that remain in uncirculated or pristine condition are particularly valuable to collectors. Most coins from 1999 were heavily circulated, meaning they were used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear and tear. Finding one that has been preserved in its original, untouched state is rare, and such coins can command a significant premium in the market. Adding to the intrigue, there are reports of minting errors on some 1999 Jefferson nickels. These errors can include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies that occurred during the production process. Error coins are like fingerprints, each one is unique and tells its own story. Collectors love these rare finds because they stand out from the millions of standard coins produced each year. If you think you might have a 1999 Jefferson nickel, the first thing to do is carefully examine its condition. Look for sharp details in Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture. Pay attention to the coin's surface. Any signs of scratches, discoloration, or wear can impact its value. If your coin looks flawless, it might just be a collector's dream. Another important step is to have your coin professionally graded. Grading services use a standardized scale to evaluate a coin's condition, and a high grade can make all the difference when it comes to value. Coins that receive top grades are considered investment worthy, and they tend to sell for significantly higher prices at auctions or in private sales. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the potential value of a 1999 5-cent coin. If you're fortunate enough to own one in exceptional, uncirculated condition, or even better, an example with a rare minting error, it could be worth a staggering amount. A 1999 Jefferson nickel in pristine condition could be worth an astonishing $51,000. That's right, $51,000 for a single nickel. So, the next time you're sorting through your coin collection or even your pocket change, take a closer look at those nickels. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure that could change your life. Top 4. We're shining a spotlight on a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but has the potential to be a collector's dream, the United States 5-cent coin from the year 2000. This Jefferson nickel could hold a hidden value that will leave you amazed. Stick around to the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth if it's in exceptional condition. You won't want to miss it. The year 2000 was an exciting time in history. The dawn of a new millennium brought with it a sense of optimism and anticipation for what the future might hold. The United States was thriving economically, the internet age was booming, and Americans were looking forward to the next chapter of technological and cultural advancements. While the world was focused on the future, the U.S. Mint was quietly producing coins that would become part of our everyday lives, including the Jefferson nickel of 2000, a coin that has since gained attention for its rarity and value. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the obverse side, we see the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a founding father and the third president of the United States. His profile, designed by Felix Schlag, has been a constant feature of the Jefferson nickel since 1938. The details of this design capture Jefferson's wisdom and leadership, and surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2000. Turning the coin over, we find the classic depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. This architectural masterpiece is a symbol of Jefferson's intellect and vision. The reverse design includes intricate details of the building, along with the words, E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. The elegance and simplicity of this design make the Jefferson nickel a timeless piece of American coinage. While millions of these coins were minted in 2000 for circulation, only a small fraction have survived in pristine condition. Most coins were used in daily transactions, accumulating scratches, wear, and other imperfections over time. Coins that remain uncirculated or in near-perfect condition are incredibly rare, and their scarcity makes them highly desirable among collectors. Adding to the intrigue are reports of unique errors on some 2000 Jefferson nickels. These errors might include double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies that occurred during the minting process. Minting errors are like hidden Easter eggs. They make a coin stand out from the rest and significantly increase its value. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare and unique finds, as they add character and uniqueness to any collection. If you're wondering whether you might have a 2000 Jefferson nickel of exceptional value, there are a few things to check. First, examine the condition of the coin. A high-grade coin will have sharp details in Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's design. The surface should be free of blemishes, scratches, or discoloration. Coins with original mint luster and no signs of wear are considered the most valuable. Next, consider having your coin professionally graded. Grading services evaluate a coin's condition and assign it a grade based on a standardized scale. A high grade from a reputable grading service can add significant value to your coin and make it more appealing to collectors or buyers. Now, for the exciting part, the potential value of a 2000 Jefferson nickel. If you're lucky enough to own one in flawless, uncirculated condition, or even better, an example with a rare minting error, it could be worth a staggering amount. A 2000 Jefferson nickel in exceptional condition could be worth an incredible $43,000. That's right, $43,000 for a single nickel. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change or revisiting an old coin collection, take a closer look. You might just discover a hidden gem that's worth far more than its face value. Top 5, and last rare coin, we're diving into a piece of American coinage that holds more than just monetary value, the United States 5-cent coin from 2004. This Jefferson nickel may seem like a regular coin you'd find in your pocket change, but its story and potential worth will leave you speechless. Stick with us until the very end to find out how much this coin could be worth if you're lucky enough to have one in perfect condition. The year 2004 was a unique and exciting time for U.S. coin collectors. It marked the beginning of the Westward Journey Nickel series, a tribute to the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. For the first time in decades, the U.S. Mint made significant design changes to the Jefferson nickel. These coins commemorated one of America's greatest explorations and are now considered modern classics in the world of coin collecting. The 2004 Jefferson nickel features a fascinating design that pays homage to both history and adventure. On the obverse side, we have the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the visionary behind the Louisiana Purchase, which paved the way for Lewis and Clark's journey. His dignified profile, paired with the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2004, connects the coin to his enduring legacy. Now, let's flip to the reverse, where things get even more interesting. The 2004 Jefferson nickel was issued in two unique designs as part of the Westward Journey series. One version, called the Peace Medal, features a replica of the handshake depicted on the original peace medals distributed to Native American tribes by Lewis and Clark during their expedition. It symbolizes friendship and diplomacy during one of America's most transformative periods. The second version, the keelboat, depicts the boat used by the expedition to travel along the Missouri River. This dynamic design captures the spirit of exploration and the drive to chart the unknown. These designs make the 2004 Jefferson nickel a standout in American coinage, but what makes this coin even more fascinating is its potential rarity and value. While millions of these nickels were produced for circulation, only a fraction remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that escaped the wear and tear of daily transactions are exceptionally rare and highly sought after by collectors. Adding to the allure, some 2004 nickels have been discovered with unique minting errors. These errors might include double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual die cracks that occurred during the minting process. These mistakes, while accidental, create one-of-a-kind coins that collectors love to add to their collections. A rare error coin can skyrocket in value, making it a treasure for anyone lucky enough to find one. If you think you might have a 2004 Jefferson nickel, it's time to take a closer look. Examine the coin carefully for its design details and overall condition. A high-grade coin will have sharp features, a flawless surface, and no signs of circulation damage. Pay particular attention to the clarity of Jefferson's portrait and the intricate details of the reverse design. These are critical factors in determining a coin's grade and value. For those who suspect they have a gem, the next step is professional grading. Professional coin grading services assess a coin's condition using a standardized scale and certify its authenticity. A coin with a high grade, such as mint state 65 or above, can command a premium price in the collector's market. Grading also adds credibility and trustworthiness, making it easier to sell your coin for its full value. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the potential value of the 2004 5-cent coin. If you're fortunate enough to own one in exceptional condition, or even better, an example with a rare minting error, its worth might shock you. A pristine 2004 Jefferson nickel could fetch an incredible $40,000. That's right, $40,000 for a 5-cent coin. So, the next time you're going through your old coin jars or examining a handful of spare change, take an extra moment to check for those 2004 nickels. You never know when you might stumble upon a piece of history that could also be a life-changing discovery. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins and their hidden stories, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. There's so much more to discover, and who knows? Your next big find could be right in your pocket. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.